In Britain, the Liberal government under Asquith contained three key players: Lloyd George at the Exchequer, Winston Churchill at the Admiralty, and Sir Edward Grey at the Foreign Ministry. Churchill had supported the Liberals' social welfare reforms introduced after the 1906 election and also backed Lloyd George during the 1911 constitutional crisis when the House of Lords, with the support of the King, tried to block the reforms. 2 years prior, he had joined Lloyd George in rejecting the naval estimates, only to recant soon afterwards. The visit of a German naval vessel to the Moroccan port of Agadir in July 1911 signaled what was becoming increasingly clear to all. Berlin wished to provoke and send a message to the French, who had sent troops into the heart of the Arab states. Rather than challenging French expansionism, the German leaders were demanding some territory for their own fledgling empire. This was enough to jolt Churchill into action. Germany was clearly on maneuvers. He pressed Lloyd George to insert a passage in his Mansion House address that year, delivered to the assembled ranks of financiers and their friends, a gathering that also included the merchants of death, the makers of munitions, who grew richer with every new war. The Chancellor obliged. After making the ritual obeisance to peace, he went on to say, "But if a situation were to be forced upon us, in which peace could only be preserved by the surrender of the great and beneficent position Britain has won by centuries of heroism and achievement, by allowing Britain to be treated, where her interests were vitally affected, as if she were of no account in the cabinet of nations, then I say emphatically that peace at that price would be a humiliation intolerable for a great country like ours to endure. No direct British interests were invested in the Maghreb, but a growing trade and naval rivalry with Germany was causing concern. Furthermore, Britain was determined to block all German efforts to trade with British colonies and semi colonies dotted over the globe.